Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 12 of Whispers of the Dice, Campaign 1, Session 12. I already said that. Say hello, my dear trespassers.
Hi.
Hello.
Now,
Here?
you might be saying to yourself, 1, less than usual. 2, looks a little different. Theo had to go to an NRA convention, and Brooks is in witness protection program. So we're missing those two today. I'm just kidding. Abby's on vacation, and Brooks had to fill in for a band that needed an extra member last minute, right? Of course. So we hope that they're having a lot of fun, but not as much fun as we're going to have here tonight. Theo is just missing. More to come about that in a moment. But you'll notice that we have an extra friend here today who is new face. Haven't seen them before. This is Megan Lane, and she is going to be playing Loric this evening. Would someone like to recap our last session for inspiration, please? Josie, please.
So, last session, it started off with us just showing up in the middle of the forest in a circle after wandering through it for days, just lost. The druids found us, we did not find them, and they offered their help to us. We convinced them that the paladins were going to try and burn down the forest, and we needed to do something about it. And they healed us, but in order to do that, we had to have the correct components, and each of us had to let go of something that was bothering us. Some of us did, some of us didn't, but we're all healed up, so that's good. And then we all broke off to do different things. Some of us went to help with the magic, storing up some magic. Some of us went to go help with traps, and the others went to go inform the clerics that have apparently been living in the forest all along. So, yeah, some of us are in better spots than others. Right now, some of us are stuck in traps, and and Laura killed a dire wolf, so that was great.
Murderer.
Suplex that thing.
Dog slaughter.
Tried really hard. He didn't mean to, guys.
Incredible. You arrived at the druids. We healed ourselves in a magic pool. Split into 3 pairs. Kiana got a familiar, Germ. Who knows if Germ will come back, because Jesse kind of hates Germ. So Theo talked to the clerics. Loric killed a direwolf to help with this ritual. Maverick and Cyrus had a big argument, and Cyrus and Barkram got stuck in traps. Amazing. We're going to first go to our marriage counseling in the woods, where Cyrus, as you fail that dexterity saving throw, you not only slip and fall into this pit trap, that the kind with looks like regular ground above and then you fall in. As you do, you hit the bottom, you hear a sickening snap and a sharp white hot pain in your ankle. And from many years of fighting and being an assassin, you feel very certain you've just broken your ankle. Maverick, you are at the top. You see Cyrus fall in. You hear the snap as well. What did the two of you do?
Ah, fuck. Great. Just great.
Does he? You said we both hear it.
You both hear it.
Well, Maverick was looking at the guy with his pants hanging down. But as soon as he hears it, like whips his head towards the hole and goes, "Cyrus, you good?"
Well, I was going to try and get myself out of this hole, but I think that's not going to be happening.
Cyrus, as you take note of this injury, and Maverick asks you if you are okay, please do an insight check on yourself. Normally this would be with disadvantage because you are exhausted, but it's going to be with advantage because it's yourself, so it's just a flat roll insight check.
How's a 12?
Okay. On a 12, you are the master of your own destiny here. You, Josie the player, tell Cyrus, how's she doing right now? How is she genuinely feeling behind the, almost like, if this ankle and Maverick taking a second to figure out what to do is a moment to reflect, on a 12, how much does Cyrus reflect? And how is she doing? Emotionally, spiritually, not just physically. And what's going on?
Well, she is exhausted. I mean, they've been up lost in the forest for 3 days. They went and they got healed, but she was too stubborn to take the full healing, so she still has a level of exhaustion. She's been trudging through the woods. She's been tired and frustrated and hungry. And she just had a whole big argument over something that she wasn't really even that mad about to begin with. So he's so mad and so frustrated. Honestly, I feel like, you know, when you're so mad and confused, you have no idea what to do, but just start crying. I feel like she's gonna just start quietly crying.
So Maverick, you ask, are you okay? She says, well, I was planning on getting myself out of this hole, but I... and just, you see her essentially start to quietly sob at the bottom of this trap.
Maverick says, fuck the dude hanging from the tree by his ankle, and he rushes over to the edge, and like peers over it to see her crying. He's like, okay, no. Shit. I tell you to not cry, but I think you broke something, so you have actually every reason to be crying right now. Alright. I get you out. Shit. So, what is the starting, like, because the rope that Maverick has is the starting rope that we all, I thought it was like 30 feet? 50 feet.
And I'll
And
let
it
you
wants
know,
to just,
this hole is only about 6 feet deep. Cyrus, if she could stand on her own foot, could probably get out of it on her own.
he's 6'5", so that's good.
Yeah,
He's
Maverick
going,
in it. It's like this.
yeah, he's not really a hole for him, so he's going to, goes, one second, and runs to a nearby tree, ties the rope around the base of that tree, and leads it back to the hole, so that he can climb down using the rope.
Awesome. So you're going to essentially have that hanging there so that you can get back out.
Yeah.
Awesome. You can give me just a regular athletics check. It'll be a pretty low DC.
I got a 4,
Interesting.
but it wasn't that one.
Cyrus,
you know,
help him.
yeah.
So Dan,
Like holding, yo, I'm so hot. My Maverick is so hot and sexy that he just ties the rope perfectly.
Sure. So what I'm going to say is that you are so... You've never seen Cyrus cry before. That she's not a crying kind of person. You're so frazzled by like, oh, what do I do? That it has nothing necessarily to do with actually getting down into the hole, but it takes you... So your hands are shaking as you're trying to tie it around the tree, and rather than like kind of stepping down into the hole very like gracefully, you kind of like swing yourself over and just kind of stumble as you hit the bottom. You get down there, you're not injured, but like a level of unease and panic infiltrates you, that because you've never had to deal with this with Cyrus before. And I'm going to ask you to roll for panic attack on an @1.
No! No!
The word panic, I had to.
Just run away.
Every day I
from
wake
the
up.
hole.
No!
I can't.
You're
I'm
already
in it.
down there.
Okay,
You are already...
that's true.
No. Hey, what is it?
Yo, I got a nat 1, dude. So,
No. I'm just gonna say no. Roll again. No way. Roll again.
I forget what happens
Yeah,
on
I
that
need-
one.
Like
In that
death.
one, I go full panic attack, and I'm prone and frightened for 3 turns. Or until
I'm gonna say narratively, this
yeah.
is not a nat 1 panic attack. Roll again.
Thank God. Okay. So I rolled a 15, which means I flee my movement, but in a hole. So
You're running in circles.
I turned to run and hit the wall.
And like again, that's more for like a combat kind of purpose. You tell me, how does a 15 like flee my whole movement manifest in this role play moment rather than in a combat?
Stumbles, hits the ground in the hole. Is trying to get to his feet, but he's so like uneasy because Cyrus is crying, and he just yelled at her, and they just argued, and he feels really bad. And over and over again, he's just thinking like, oh my gosh, she hates me. Oh my gosh, she hates me. I look so fucking stupid. I just fell into a hole from 6 feet up because I can't use a goddamn rope correctly. My foot's stuck in the rope, which is me trying to flee my movement, is me trying to flee the rope. And I get so stuck, I tie it around my ankle and angrily start to like rip at it to tear it apart. All to Cyrus she saw was him hit, go, fuck, start to breathe really heavy, and get a rope tied around his ankle while flailing and panicking.
Cyrus, you're sitting there on the ground holding your very obviously broken ankle. Do you say anything or react in any way?
Oh, shit, Mav. I'm sorry. I got some dirt in my eye. I didn't mean to upset you that much. I'm fine.
No. You're crying, and I feel like I fucked up really bad, really bad. And this is just the cherry on top because there's a fucking dude with his dick out hanging up there. I'm down here. I'm a dude with my dick out right now, essentially. Like, this is just terrible. Oh my god. And he just he finally gets the rope off his ankle. Breaths coming back again. And then he just deer in headlights stares at Cyrus.
I think at this moment she's used to pain, so I don't even think the pain is bothering her all that much. I think she just was crying more of like, because she's just so emotionally like messed up right now. So I think seeing him like this just kind of snaps her out of it for a minute, and it's like, what is happening? What's going on? Like, she wants to know what's going on with him because this isn't normal for him either. So she probably is going to pull herself across like the ground over to him and probably just hit her hand on like his foot or something, like not to be like weird, just to be like, hey, you okay, sort of thing.
As soon as she puts her hand on his foot, he's still staring at her. It's a grounding technique, and he starts to it takes like a minute, but he starts to slowly come out of the panic attack. That less feral, like manic look leaves his eyes. And he starts breathing normal again. And then, the after of the guilt and embarrassment, and he goes, sorry, shit. That keeps happening, randomly. Like, something hates me. Makes me do it. I don't know what to do about it. Last time we were in Imperia, I tried to contact a doctor to figure it out. I think it's a panic disorder, but I'm not 100% sure.
I know I yelled at you, but I mean, I didn't mean to make you that upset.
No, it's not you. It's just something not working in my brain anymore. I mean, I think it's, just normal wear and tear. I mean, I think that even the slightest thing catches it. Just a little yell can catch it off guard and start panicking. I don't really have control. It's not you. It's me.
No, it was me too. Being a bit of a bitch, sorry. We kinda gotta get him out. He's kinda hanging out
Yeah.
there.
You two stop yapping and come and get me out of here!
Yeah, maybe we should
Hey,
figure all this out later.
we will. She just broke her fucking ankle, man. What do you want me to do? It's not my fault your pants are down. Ugh.
How do you
Anyways.
go about getting Cyrus out of the hole?
Well, the rope is, thank God, still there. And so he...
And again, hole to here on Maverick, so like...
Yeah. He, like, asking permission first, but this is the only way they can get her out. He thinks he can get her out. He picks her up, like, bridal style, and slowly, like, shifts his hands under her, and slowly, like, raises her up above his head, and just gently, up, and lets her...
Just kind of climbs out of the way. Pulls herself out.
Yeah.
Bro, he dunks her over that hole.
Cyrus, you land on... Not land, but you are set onto the ground above the trap. Maverick, you're able to climb back out. Good. Do you cut down Markram?
Yeah, I think Maverick does, and all the while is he like doing that thing where he's slowly spinning around? So
Like a gas
he
station.
goes
Yeah.
he goes to do it, but he waits. He doesn't know which end is better to face to cut him off of, to be completely honest. So he pulls his pants up first for him and then cuts him down. He's not catching a half naked man. So he catches him, sets him on the ground, and goes, "That was fun.
Hey, let's reset the traps and get back. Fine, I'll reset the traps. You carry her back."
Okay. Good answer.
So you and Cyrus head back. Kiana and Theo, you guys get back to camp on horseback. Bart and Loric, you guys finish up the ritual that you have been working on, which will give everyone, at the start of the Paladin battle, the benefits of a spell called Hero's Feast. Let me find the wording on that for you guys, and I will send it in chat, so that you know what you have as soon as the Paladin thing starts.
Also remember, you guys have +2 to attack until you've taken damage. Does that count for Cyrus's ankle?
Yes. No. Cyrus can have that through the until the battle. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry. That is Hero's Feast that I just sent in chat. Megan, no need to worry about that. I'll send it to Brooks because that's for next session. Incredible. That will come into effect at the beginning of the Paladin fight, whenever that should happen. And all of you have +2 to your attack rolls until you're hit. You are hit for the first time in battle. Ugh. Help! Okay. Incredible. Kiana, Theo, Bart, Loric, all finish what you're doing and get back. Kiana, you see that Theo mumbles something about needing to connect with Rendoshi and let him know what's going on, and she just kind of disappears into her tent for the evening. All the rest of you, however, are ushered to the campfire for a mandatory campfire gathering. Incredible. You all make your way
I
back.
don't even want to clean.
For this mandatory campfire. You see that, like, some of the druids, like Farrellyn, comes and grabs all of you guys and is like, I don't remember what voice Farrellyn had. Did she have one, Jess?
It was like just picture young, basically. Young, energetic, things like that.
Okay, everyone. So, you are all our visitors, obviously, and we appreciate so much how much help you guys have already given us. Here at the Moon Circle of Druids, whenever we kind of catch these different stragglers, we have a couple different stragglers that are kind of hanging out here for right now. We always ask them to come and participate in the campfire, and especially those of you who have been affected by the pixies with all of those hallucinations. We ask that you guys come, and it's just a space to share. And once you tell a druid like myself what has happened and you share it with the group, I'll be able to provide you with some relief magically. So yeah, if you guys would come on. And she leads you over to this campfire where there's logs sitting around a fire, and you see it's not Theo. So the 5 of you and 2 people that you don't recognize are sitting there. One is an older man, like mid 50s, early 60s man, human burly guy, sitting off to one side. Off to another side, you see someone who looks like she's probably also a druid, but like around Cyrus's age, young woman, armor, probably from Varanth, looks tieflingish, sitting around the fire. You guys are ushered to sit down, and you see that Farrellyn is like, absolutely. Yeah. Would anyone want to go first?
I'm sorry. What are we?
Mine was super chill. Are we sharing from the heart?
Yes. And what was your name again? Remind me.
Right. Sorry. Hi, I'm Loric. It has been 12 hours since my last hallucination. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. Mine was really quick question.
sure.
I don't know if anyone knows. How old am I? Like I know I'm big. How old would you say I am? It's
The
not
rest of the
rude.
group, anyone know?
I don't know. I don't know.
Princess Kiana, are you?
Cool.
Do
Cool.
you know?
He has mentioned that he's young. He hasn't told me a specific age.
Yeah. I don't think I really know it, but that's okay. Age is just a number. I don't, it's all about the heart. In my hallucination though, which is what we're calling it, I was just a little boy. I was a little minotaur. Just a little calf. Yeah, big room, big tree. It was chill though. There are these 3 guys that kind of live in my head. They're also in my hands and my heart. But in this, they weren't. They were in this big tree. Uh, they were at a table, and they were talking about me, like about me, but like about me. Uh, about my. I think I had died. I think we all died, but we didn't because we're here. Uh, it was really sweet. They told me about. I was really afraid about living without them because I think they're gonna have to leave. These little people in my head, and I didn't want them to leave, man. Like I don't want you guys to leave. They're my friends, and you're my friends, and you know, they said something about when they leave, I'll have to live on my own, and that's a good thing, I think, but not as a little minotaur boy, as a big boy, all by myself, and I think that felt good. Yeah, and then I woke up, and you guys were there, and it was all good.
Thank you so much for
Thank
sharing.
you. No, please.
That is so brave. Thank
My
you,
heart.
Rick. Wow.
Thank you.
And would you like a calm emotions spell?
I think I'm okay. I think my chakras are aligned. I'm there. Good.
Oh, okay. Yes. Wow. pats you on the shoulder.
Did you guys have cool dreams? Did you like self-discover?
Well,
No?
that's where we were heading. Who would like to share next of all of our newcomers?
Is my mic working? Okay. I guess I'll go.
And your name?
Hi, I'm Bart.
Bart.
Also 12 hours since my hallucination.
Okay.
So like I woke up at this like forest, but like it was different from this forest. And there were like these mushroom people, right? And they're like little mushroom people, right?
Yes, Forest Musical Bash Extravaganza's band. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
It's just that name is a little too soon. I have a little bit trauma with that. The big forest bash musical extravaganza. That's what the mushroom people were practicing for, and their leader, Gonzo, they started out being really like kind of nice to me. Gongo? Oh,
you can't get your terrorist's name wrong.
Look, man, he was yelling at me. Okay, well, no, they started out nice at first, and they were like asking me for help because they knew that like I was like into music and stuff, and so they asked me for help, and I'm like, okay, sure, like I'm not gonna just turn you down for no reason. I am confused. I don't know where my friends are, but like maybe if I'm nice and I help, like they'll help me in return. And we would practice a little bit, and we were jamming, and it was kind of nice. And then after that, they were like, "Yeah, now you can stay with us forever, right?" And I wasn't really about that, because like they're kind of a little, their temper's a little, ugh. And like Gongo, that is Gongo. How do you speak? He talked like this, very shrill and terrifying when he started yelling at me. And he just started yelling at. Like I asked like maybe like once or twice something about like, have you seen my friends or anything? And then he kind of freaked out. I was like, why do you keep asking about these people? I'm like, I asked you once. I just asked you once. I'm helping you, please. And he just started yelling at me and berating me. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I thought this was a safe space. I'm so sorry. And then what else happened? Sorry, my memory's kind of iffy after all the yelling.
Right. Did you have any joint hallucinations?
Joint hallucinations with Loric, I think. After the whole Gongo scary thing where they said that I was like useless and that nobody likes me, I later woke up next to Loric. I don't remember where we were. All I remember was Loric was beside me, and then
that was the foggy forest. You met your dads and a ship captain.
Yeah, my dads were there, which is like super cool. Love my dads, super cool. So I go up to them after being yelled at. It was just nice to see them because they're always very comforting, and they were very comforting. And then as I was talking to them and they were helping me feel better, I didn't realize it until after, but it was like I was a child again, like around when they first found me. So that was kind of weird, but also kind of nice. And then Loric dragged me away. Were we going through a crowd? Why do I remember a crowd? Is there a crowd?
Yeah.
We're going through a crowd. And I was looking back trying to see my dad's, but the crowd was really big. And then we like sunk through the ground or something. Was the floor lava? Did I imagine that?
Yeah.
The floor was lava. We died in the lava, I assumed.
Wow. Very brave. Thank you so much, Bart.
Thank you. Thank you.
And would you be interested in a calm emotions spell?
Yes, please.
Presses a hand to your chest and you feel like just a burst of warmth as all of these feelings of anxiety kind of tamp down as she calms your emotions.
Congo can never hurt me again.
He definitely can. He's a real
Oh
person.
God! Do it again! Give me another spell! Do another spell! Okay. I'm at peace.
It's
Thank
not
you.
gonna hurt you, man.
Not while we're here.
Thank you.
Very good. And who's next?
Sure. Yeah, I'll go ahead and speak. I am Princess Kiana of Abyssalia. I don't know how well versed you druids are with Abyssalian culture, but that's just I'm the princess, and yeah, I believe 12 hours as well for my hallucinations. Yeah, mine were a bit odd. I woke up with a wig on, which is not normal for grungs. We don't have hair. And as I was roaming the halls of the place that I was in, I came across a very disturbing sight of a almost dying tadpole. Um, it was very, and I was also alone. Normally, I have my necklace to guide me through certain situations and all situations, but I was alone this time, and I was calling out to whoever I could think of to ask for any guidance or um, any idea of what was going on. I was just very confused. But yeah, I guess had a baby. I don't really know if it was mine specifically, but I mean it was a baby and I was in custody of it. I did have a joint hallucination with Theo. It was Daddy was just telling me to stay true to my who I am. Um then someone yelled at Theo for quite some time and it was pretty scary. But that's all I feel that I could share. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is Theodora? Is she resting in preparation for the battle?
She had mentioned something about, yeah, pretty much meditation before the battle. Something about speaking with Rindoshi. I don't know. It was kind of mumbled, but
Oh God, yes.
oh, okay, yeah, that one.
Thank you so much, Princess. Thank you for sharing. Would you be interested in a calm emotions spell?
I believe I'm okay. I appreciate it though.
Okay. And who's next? She kind of looks around. There's 4 of you left: Maverick, Cyrus, and then the 2 unnamed people. And if neither of you are going to go next, you see that the older guy kind of like half-heartedly raises his hand. And you see he goes, I'm Magnus Langley, from Imperia, from near the capital. Been 6 days since my last hallucination, and just looking for a little bit of comfort, I guess. I saw my son, who passed away, and he was back from the dead and telling me that it was my fault alongside my wife. That was pretty hard. And you see that Fairlyn goes, wow, it is not your fault, Magnus. We've been working through this for a few days now. It is not your fault. See, Magnus goes, well, we'll see if the Empyrean agrees. And do either of you volunteer to go next, or is it up to the girl? You see the young woman finally raises her hand. And as looking at her a little closer, she seems to be a druid for sure. Definitely does not seem like a moon circle druid. Cyrus, you maybe would recognize that she's a part of a circle of druids in Varanth. But she seems to be kind of physically resembling like a tarantula in terms of just some features and things. And you see she kind of, fine. My name's Tarantula, and it's been 8 days since my last hallucination. And honestly, like, I don't really need this. I think this is stupid, but I like the calm emotion spell, so I'm saying that. And then you see that like Farrellyn is like, okay, well, Taryn back on track. Okay. Yeah, I keep having this hallucination where my boyfriend is like killed in front of me, and it's like super violent and like really upsetting. And I hate it. So yeah. And Farrellyn gives her that spell. That leaves the two of you.
Maverick looks at Cyrus and like whispers, "So are you gonna tell yours or?"
Well, I'm gonna maybe tell him about the trees, but I don't plan on much else.
Yeah, I think we should just talk about the trees and pretend like we had really good hallucinations.
Yeah, I agree. Well, don't make it look too good though, because like that would be suspicious.
Okay, I'll tell him. Okay, I'll go. Um, I'm Maverick Tashad. About 12 hours since my last hallucination. I actually had a joint hallucination with Cyrus over here. And we just saw two talking trees. They were arguing about whose shade was bigger, and to help them through the argument, and then that was it.
And who from your personal life appeared in these hallucinations? They almost always do.
We must have gotten lucky.
Perception check. Hey, I have a fun roleplay thing. You have to. Come on, baby.
Don't make that noise. Deception? That's crazy.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
Cyrus is exhausted and has
It's no
disadvantage.
deal.
Deception.
I got a 14. Disgrace.
15 bitches.
Fuck.
You see Farrellyn
He's
kind
gonna
of
know I lied.
at you a little bit, and she goes, Senator, the calm emotion spell will only help if you are completely truthful. We're all here to support you.
I mean, do I need calm emotions? I'm pretty
Yes, you
pretty
do.
good.
Kiana's
With your
nodding.
panic attacks, dude.
You do. We were there at the battle. You do.
It's all right to ask for help, man. Just you got it. Let it out from the heart.
We're all friends, dude. I trust all of you guys. Not saying you have to trust us, but I thought we were friends.
Bart has been
Okay,
very
all right.
today. And so does Rick and Kiana. I really think it would help. And Magnus and Taryn as well.
All right. Well, we went from the trees and were guided by someone, and my and he looks at Magnus and he just kind of squints and he goes, How anonymous is this?"
You say that verbally?
Yep.
Are you asking Magnus or are you asking Farrellyn?
Carolyn.
Anonymous meaning that it won't leave this circle? 100%.
Yep.
Anonymous that the people in this group know your name? 0%, because you've introduced yourself.
Touche. I came across my baby mama, and my son, and got to see how disappointing of a father I've been.
Thank you so much for sharing. Would you be interested in a calm emotions spell?
No.
He only likes the how you say gnome ass.
I'm sorry, repeat that?
He only likes the gnome ass for his emotions, from what I've heard.
It's
Okay. I
Okay.
can get behind that.
Bart, I'll talk to you more about it later.
Do you have any
Okay.
gnome ass?
Maverick, you do also know that calm emotions is the spell that Joel uses on you all the time, before like a debate or anything. So you might just be tired of having it cast on you as well.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's the fact that his toxic masculinity cannot fathom getting help in public around people.
There you go. There you go.
Just so you know, Maverick, I may not be able to speak for the rest of the people in our group, but I don't think of you any less for sharing yet. So thank you for trusting us with that.
Bart, wow.
Thank you, Bart.
Wow. And Miss Cyrus, was there anything to add to what Senator Maverick said?
That about covers it. We had two crazy trees arguing. They were making me mad, not telling us where to go, and then
By the way,
shit's weird, man.
how is everyone sitting? So, like, presumably Maverick and Cyrus are sitting next to each other. Cyrus, I think your foot is splinted now. You've probably stopped by the infirmary before the campfire. Where is everyone in respect to each other and to the three strangers, or Farrellyn and the two strangers?
Not Theo, gosh. Kiana is in between Loric and Bart.
I think Bart's
I think
probably
Loric is sitting next to strangers.
okay. Yeah, that's perfect. I think Bart's gonna sit next to Cyrus because why is homegirl's hurt? That's my homegirl.
Yeah. Maverick is on the other side of Cyrus, and probably if Loric's with the strangers, sitting next to Loric.
Gotcha. Okay. I think there might be a mess up in there somewhere, but the general idea, I gotcha. Yeah, Cyrus, I think your foot is splinted by now. You say that. Let's see if she presses you. No. She does not. Okay. Cyrus, thank you very much for.
I didn't say that.
It doesn't matter what you would have rolled on a deception check. I got an @1, so like truly anything. Thank you so much for sharing. Would you be interested in a calm emotion spell?
No.
Cyrus. It's good.
Okay.
Feels pretty good, so it wouldn't hurt. But you know, you do you.
Bart is so pro therapy. Like he's such a like
So
encouraging
pro
everybody to
medication.
Therapy helps.
Bart and Laura
Sometimes.
like, brother, cry it out, brother.
Dude,
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys, Cyrus, another druid comes and gets you and is like, hey, we want to, fix your splint and get you like a real cast on, get you some healing properties. So hopefully it can, with some magic added in there, it'll heal overnight. If you could come to the infirmary with us.
Fine.
They kind of like put you around their shoulders so that they can walk you to the infirmary. Everyone else is still kind of hanging out around the campfire, in a more social way now. The druids are hanging around. Maverick, I think you're kind of sitting near the fire, maybe near some of the other party members, and you feel somebody sit down next to you. And you look over and you see Magnus from earlier in the circle has just kind of sat down next to you, and he kind of like groans in that old man way of like, ugh, these logs are so low.
Yeah, they're not made for us.
You notice we're the only old people out here? I mean, no offense, man.
Man, I'm 35. I'm getting there.
But your bones already creak too.
Every day I wake up, my back hurts.
That's part of. I know, anonymous. Heard in your talk that you have a kid yourself. That's. I think the moment you become a dad, your bones start creaking. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you guys I think you just chat like in a weird kind of,
Dad talk.
right. And after a few minutes, he's kind of like, so, if I'm prodding, leave me alone, or tell me to leave you alone. But said baby mama, not married.
No. Just an old friend.
Yeah. How old?
How old is Clementine? She'd be like his age, right?
Oh, he was talking about your son. How old? Is
Oh. He's around 10.
my boy was 14 when he passed.
Sorry, man.
Well, it happens sometimes. When you're not paying enough attention, kids get into trouble.
If you don't mind me asking, what kind of trouble?
He have you heard of the boss, like a crime lord in Imperia?
Would Maverick ever? I feel like Maverick would have, but
I think probably like you've heard about this huge crime ring with the boss just like called that and not necessarily know his name.
I've heard of it.
Well, he got mixed up and all that, and I was traveling a bunch for work and stuff, and I wasn't paying as much attention as I should have, and wrong crowd, wrong place, wrong time. Somebody killed him, and I should have been there.
There ain't really nothing could do though. I mean that ain't your fault.
I could have protected him if I'd been more present. If I'd just been with him. Hell, if I'd been there to comfort my wife after he died, because I didn't get back until 3 weeks later.
I can't even imagine.
You hold on tight to your kid, because they don't always stay little, and God, I hope they don't always stay little. Kids are supposed to grow up.
My son's already too tall for a 10-year-old.
I bet. I mean, man, you're huge. So
30 minutes a day, dude.
Yeah, you guys talk. He mentions like, I'm obviously not a druid. I'm one of the outsiders. I live near the capital, like 30-45 minutes out, and by horse, and I'm just kind of waiting to be escorted out. I offered to help in the infirmary tomorrow, for whenever all this paladin stuff, or not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, when all this paladin stuff's happening, and I guess they'll escort me back out of the forest after that. But I can't, if I try to go by myself, and if I stumble back into that pixie territory, and I can't have my son tell me that it's my fault again. I can't have that hallucination again.
I fully get it.
How'd you get here?
Well, we were trying to come in here to tell the druids about the paladins.
Oh, are you a part of
and
that?
got kind of. Yes. Yep.
Wait, so he's like eating a s'more. I'm like, wait, so are you like one of big wig or something? Like, how? Why are you a part of the? You somebody's bodyguard?
Oh, I'm a senator actually in Imperia.
Oh shit! I can't vote. I'm a felon. I don't really pay any
You
attention
know, more power to you.
for being a
Hey,
felon.
what? Hey, I mean, I've done things. um, what's the difference really between a politician and a felon? I mean, it's two sides of the same coin.
You're funny as hell. No, I when my wife was pregnant, I stole some vegetables from a witch's garden, and she caught me. And when you get a curse put on you in Imperia, you're coded as a felon. So if you've been hexed by a witch, you can't vote.
I think that's something I'm gonna look into getting changed because you can't really help when you get hexed, and that's a weird fucking rule.
Hey, that'd be great. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. I don't pay any attention to politics.
I mean, unfortunately, I've been sucked under my family's name for a long time, so um, I haven't really stood alone. However, I mean, if you ever need to get into contact, and he pulls out
Hey,
wallet.
what are you gonna do?
Hey, there's parchment paper in Imperia. All right, this isn't the 1300s. I'm not making a Kindle again.
I thought you were
Not
gonna
doing-
tell me that you're giving him your holocube number, and I was gonna disconnect. Go ahead.
No, he pulls out parchment paper, very nice parchment paper, clearly business cards. Um, hands one to him, and it has this campaign's version of like a contact number, a way he can contact him, really Joel, but him and then Joel. So that's my card, and you know, I know you can't vote, so I'm not trying to schmooze here. We can get drinks sometime. We can look into getting that voting thing taken care of. Because, I mean, surely not being able to vote, that ain't the only thing you can't do. I'm sure you can't do other things, right?
The job just about nowhere.
Yeah, we're gonna look into getting that done. He's like writing down on a piece of paper. Yeah, we're gonna look either get the curse lifted or change the law. I mean, really, I think I can do both, but
Hey, that'd be great. That'd be great.
you care? You care if I mention your story in some of my speeches?
Please, man, please. And you name drop me if you want to.
All right, I will.
You guys talk for another minute. And he sees like pulls out a picture. He has like a painting of his son, and he shows you from a long time. Like the son would probably be your age, or maybe a little bit younger if he was still alive. Shows you like an old painting of his son, and it's just like, yeah. I mean, I know sounds complicated, but I mean, every moment you can, just cherish it. You know.
I mean, absolutely. My brother, he died around when he was around my age. He was older than me, a lot. Big brother. Always knew what was right, knew what was wrong, and just
Who? What was your brother's name?
Cedar Tashon.
I don't know him, but I know of him because I used to work at a Empyrean temple in near the capital a long time ago. And I would replace their holy water for them and help out with some little things like that. And he was there for a few months. I don't know that we ever like actually had a real conversation, but he probably told me to change his holy water a time or two.
Yeah, that sounds
Small world.
about right. Small world. Damn. Yeah, he was precious. I mean, it's what he's blonde, it's what the blonde parts are of my hair. Gotta keep him on me, 24/7.
That's beautiful. You guys just kind of keep chatting into the night.
Bonk. Theo's not here.
The first man that's ever spoken to Maverick and not wanted to kill or fuck him. Hey. Throughout the remainder of that night, Kiana, as you are sitting around the fire, Necklace is summoning you.
And like whoever's like around me, like, if you'll excuse me a minute, I need to tinkle, and gets up and walks not like outside the grove, but as far as she can. That is without hearing distance. Yes.
Hey, do you want to tell me why you have no healing spells prepared when you know what tomorrow is?
Well, I've seen our envoy in battle, and they can hold up their own, and I feel like that I can finally pull my own weight and help alongside them and get it done faster.
Kiana, they all died last time we fought.
But that was clearly outmatched. This time we have reinforcements. We have.
And you think the paladins are just going to be easy?
I mean,
this is the perfect time for you to practice wielding that war hammer.
Why not? Cyrus taught me well. I mean, I hit that giant pretty hard.
Kiana studies medicine. Kiana is a healer. You've really been slipping up and starting to act strange.
For someone who is not Kiana right now, you're telling me a lot about who Kiana is.
Yeah. I think it might be best if I take care of everything during the battle tomorrow.
We'll see.
Severs the connection. Cyrus, you are in the infirmary, getting your splint replaced with a real cast. And you see that once you're dropped off by that first druid, you actually see Taryn is in the infirmary here. And she seems to be the druid that's going to be helping you here. She goes, "Oh my god. Oh my Empyrean, I mean, you are like so pretty." Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're talking to me?
Yes, look at you. You were like drop dead.
Girl, please. We've been wandering around the forest for 3 days.
Well, then I can't wait to see you at your prime. Like, you have to tell me everything. Where's the armor from? Where are the boots from?
Someplace back home. I think that my
Varanth,
friend
right?
got these boots for me.
Varanth, right?
Yeah.
I can tell. Because you're like a stone cold bitch, and I love it. The way that you were talking to Farrah back there, I hate her. Don't you just hate her?
She wants to know everyone's business. What's her problem? She didn't
It's
share anything. Did you hear her share anything?
She didn't share anything. She's like so one-sided. It's like I've already shared my hallucination every day for the last week. It's like, okay, we get it. Like, maybe tell us something about yourself other than like your
Yeah.
Here, and like she like sits you down as she's talking and starts to undo your splint. And see that like some guy, like male druid, walks by in the background, and she goes, Thetheniel, please do not even talk to me. I already told you I'm not interested in you, so if you ask me out again, I'm going to lose my mind. He's ugly. Isn't he ugly?
I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything.
You're too nice. You're too nice. Bring back the bitch from earlier. She's changing out your
Guess I'll have
foot
to try
dressing.
harder.
She's changing out your foot dressing. And she's like, so like you are from Varanth though?
Yeah, are you? Where are you from?
Yeah. I've only been here for like a few months because I'm like trying to like see the world. But I'm probably gonna go back soon because everywhere's so lame and they're so like uptight. Like you can't even do like a brawl pit here. That's like illegal.
You look at someone wrong here, and they act like you hit them with like a cart or something. Like, jeez.
It's like, okay, back in my hometown, you actually hit people with carts. So it's like, sorry that I looked at you.
I don't know. I kind of got dragged into this whole envoy thing. I thought it was going to be a short, easy. I'm a
You're part
bodyguard
of
for
the
somebody.
envoy.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay. Wait. So that fine piece of ass that's been walking around camp, yours?
I'm sorry, what?
The senator.
What about him?
Please. All of that tension that Barkram was telling everyone about what happened on the trail. That the tension there, you could light a match. You know what I mean? You could light it on fire.
Well, I guess I'll have to go around and tell everyone what happened to him. He was hanging from a tree with his pants down. He got stuck in his
Well,
own
he
trap.
told
What an
everyone.
idiot.
He was bragging about it.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Ooh, frigid. Did you go to the military academy?
Yeah? Did you? I don't remember seeing you.
Oh my god. You did. I remember you were like 2 years above me. And you were just the coolest. I remember I dropped out, so we were only at the same school for 1 year.
Yeah,
But
I
you
did
have the
too.
same you have the attitude that everyone there has. It's like perfect.
Thank you. I don't mind you either.
Like continues changing your dressing here and she's like, "So, like, are you going to tie it down?" The senator.
I don't know. He kind of hates me right now.
Ooh,
And I don't even...
that's kind of the best when they hate you a little bit.
What do you mean by that?
Like it just makes everything so much more passionate like when it finally does come out because it's like I hate you, no I love you, like it's just like ugh, no one wants like a lukewarm, especially if you're from Varanth. You want like some passion, some heat, you know.
I don't know. We kind of just piss each other off. I think, I don't know, his friend kind of thought that there was something to... No. I don't think he likes me at all.
Baby girl, if other people are noticing, you're in there. You're in there. You know what you have to do now? You have to lock him in.
What do you mean? How would I... We're on an envoy together. What
Forbidden
does it
work.
even mean lock him in?
Are you kidding?
I don't know. I don't get you at all.
I get you perfectly though. All you have
What
to
do you
do.
mean lock him in?
I'm so glad you asked. All you have to do, then this is how I got my partner. This is how you'll get yours. You give him a little bit of heat, then a little bit of ice. Insult him a little bit, and then come back around with like a sweet compliment to balance it out. It keeps him interested, it keeps him passionate and hot.
I'm usually just mean to him.
Has it been working?
I mean, if you're seeing what you're seeing, I guess so.
Have you guys been like touching or like flirting at all?
I mean, kinda. I mean, there's been a lot of weird stuff going on lately. I haven't been paying all that much attention.
Whatever is going on in the world is nowhere near as important as what's going on with you and that man. Just think about it. Just think about it. Finishes like doing your bandage up. You guys talk a little bit more about Varanth in general and like, oh my god, it's so cold here. Like, how do they even stand it? It's like fall and I'm freezing all the time.
It's like about to snow.
Yeah, like what? It's never snowed ever in Varanth.
I'm gonna have to get another jacket.
You guys continue chatting as your ankle gets fixed up there. You guys all go to bed that night and wake up the next morning. Josie, your ankle healed, your exhaustion healed. Some kind of magical property from the druids healed your ankle overnight, and your exhaustion is gone. You guys hear the clopping of hooves as you all turn to see, the next morning you're getting like breakfast ready, you're helping set up different things. And you see Bilbert, your carriage driver, arrive with the carriage. Surprisingly enough, it's like barely fitting through all of these like trees and things, and it's like scraped on the sides from where he's driving it on not a path. And he's like, Jesse, I'm gonna try the voice, but if I need help, you have to help me.
Who?
Like,
Whose voice?
Bilbert.
Oh, okay.
And he's like,
Balagna.
help.
Think through.
He's like, I could not. I'm gonna say it in English, and then you say it in Bilbert's voice because I can't do this.
You can just think of like really annoying Italian. Just go for that.
I can't tell you how much I can't do that. He's like, I've driven my horse through all of these trees for days now because the bag of mail was getting too heavy and I couldn't take it anymore. I've been collecting your mail in the meantime, and I've brought it for you. Here! He dumps this bag of just a ton of letters on the ground. You want to translate? Or did I
That
do
was
it?
good. That was fine.
You were fine.
Okay. We're going to do half of an epistolary phase. You guys will receive letters, but you will not be allowed to respond to them because there is no carrier pigeon reception here. Essentially. So you guys can hear the letters that you've received, but you will not be able to respond to any until after the battle, until after you're out of the Enchanted Forest. First up, we will read Mavericks.
Better not be what it was last time.
I just keep
Yeah.
saying another porn letter. This
Please.
is funnily enough, the first letter is from Clementine. Reminder that the last letter Maverick sent back was, hey, I love you. I'm sorry that our son is, causing issues. Also, please don't send me porn anymore. I cannot have that relationship with you. Trying to lock down something else. # see you later, girly. This is the letter you opened from Clementine. Maverick, what the hell is wrong with you? How could you do this? Ha, just kidding. Can you imagine? I'll admit, when I first read your letter, it was a bit of an ego hit. Never reassuring to already think that I'm losing my touch, and then to be told that you can't sleep with me anymore because you like someone 10 years younger. I know you didn't write that, but let's not lie to ourselves about Cyrus. You're cute around her. And the I have to grow up line? Ouch, asshole. You think sleeping with me is just a choice for childish people? I was sort of bummed since you're such a good, reliable lay. Hard to find these days. But we never should have carried on the way we did. I'm sure it's confusing enough for Cedric as it is to see us together. He's not stupid. And whenever he finds out about you being his dad, it'll be even more confusing. That was selfish of us. Let's try to focus on being good friends and better parents going forward. You need to talk to Cedric soon about who he is. I know about the passing of your dad and the circumstances surrounding it. I know you're probably expecting me to yell at you, but he's dead, and now you're free. Just try to make the most of it. Be a better father and a better person than he was. Happy late birthday, by the way. Guess you didn't like my letter gift since you sent it back. Thanks, by the way, for sending that to a house with a kid. Make 35 a good year. I do miss you. Thank you for supporting us and for your friendship over all these years. And come see your boy soon. He's the best thing we ever did. Clemmy. How does Maverick feel after reading that?
I'm gonna roll for panic attack again.
Are you really?
I'm just kidding. No.
That's all it took.
That's all it took. Well, the first line made him almost shit his pants because he thought she was serious. He feels like he did a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, and he doesn't know how to feel about that. Also, he didn't know Cyrus was 10 years younger than him, so he's thinking about that a lot right now, because he just assumed she was probably 5, not 10. He's gonna talk about it later to his therapist that he gets. Yeah, overall, it's just a big damn shit.
And how about the parts about your son?
Oh, he's gonna write to Cedric. I think he's gonna write to Cedric first when he can. Like he's already drafting the letter to send. Just telling him, because he's written to Cedric before. Just telling him about all the things he's doing, asking him how school is, but he's gonna write a longer letter about how Maverick was at that age and how he understands the emotions Cedric's feeling. He's starting to draft that.
And you'll have a chance after the Paladin fight and once
Yeah.
the Force to actually send it. So, absolutely. Maverick, your second letter is from Joel, who last correspondence we had with Joel was a big argument because Joel came up to Cyrus at a party and essentially said, hey, don't don't break his heart, essentially. And Maverick thought that was very inappropriate, so they argued about it. Joel is Maverick's advisor, his political advisor, Megan, if you didn't know. His letter says, before I tell you of any business, let me tell you that I am sorry. I had too much wine on the night of the ball and found myself overcome, and my behavior was unacceptable. I was jealous and angry because I grew up in a large family where no one had 5 seconds to spare me, and you have always given me connection. Although I know we blurred lines at times between senator friend or something else entirely, I can assure you my jealousy comes not from wanting to lose you as my best friend. Everything I said was true, although it was improper, and that should have been for your ears, not Cyrus's. I will send my apologies to her as well. I hope when I see you next we can talk further, and I hope you can find forgiveness in your heart. For business. I have settled up all of the matters regarding your father's death. Your mother and sister are now your wards. You have inherited your childhood home, where your mother and sister currently live, but the legacy house still belongs to your grandfather. Your father had a few financial books unsettled, but it was nothing big, and I have balanced them. Your mother and sister have already asked several times for money for purchases, mainly libations and wedding preparations. If you wish, I can make the process easier by budgeting them both an allowance, so that way they can spend as they need to. The house is mostly repaired. We are waiting for a couple more things to come in. I removed your mother's pills from her possession, and she's actually started to spend some time in the studio. Your grandfather seems to have given up. He's not been combative with me lately, following my advice fully, and even seems to be entertaining the idea of retiring. Your letter to him seems to have made your grandfather harmless. As for re-election, I've spoken for you at a few events, and the preliminary numbers look good. Surprisingly, people seem to like you turning away from the old politics, similar brand with a fresh look, etc. Attracting mostly young, working-class people. Banners are hung all over the Capitol, a few people are running, but the only one who stands a chance is Don Smalls, a local community man who is really resonating with the working class, too. Keep pushing the literature, stick to the talking points, mostly. but most of all, show your passion. As for the will, your father left behind a dowry of 1,000 gold pieces for Afriel, and a trust fund for your mother at 500 gold pieces. You inherit your own trust fund amount at 1,000 gold pieces, and Cedars is split with Afriel and you. So I've sent 1,500 gold pieces to you now, and given Afriel 500. The other 1,000 will become available to her after her wedding. Seraphina has agreed that Afriel shall keep her bride price rather than Seraphina taking it. Speaking of, be on watch for a letter from your sister. She endangered the entire engagement by asking untoward questions of her betrothed, but it has been resolved. So you can add 1,500 gold pieces to your inventory.
Holy fuck.
Maverick
so
reading
much.
Joel's letters like.
Oh, it's long as hell, yeah.
like
There's a lot to talk about. There's also, this is still from Joel, there's also an account that was technically opened by your father as a trust fund for Cedric. It has 6,000 gold pieces in it, which is about how much your mother's allowance has been over the last 10 years. If I had to guess, your mama has known more than you've given her credit for. If you want to go any further with Cedric, let me know, and I can begin arrangements. Love you, brother. Joel.
Every letter is like a hit to the fucking dome. Oh my god.
How's Maverick reacting to this?
Man, bro, I don't know. It's so much. There was a lot of shock. Like, if anyone was watching him read his letters, it was a lot of like just slowly like doing this. The fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Like just that over and over again. He feels like he has a lot of letters he's about to be sending out. To a lot of people.
And a strange, unexplained account opened by your father? Wink, wink. Strange. Your third and final letter.
What?
Your third and final letter is from Afriel, your sister. Maverick. I write for your forgiveness and for your ear. It was unbeknownst to me that I was prohibited from contacting Seraphina prior to the wedding, and when Joel found out that her and I had exchanged correspondence, he was sort of worried. He said that Seraphina responding implied to him that she did not take offense at my aversion to tradition. However, I did ask her an improper question. I must admit, I grow more excited for this union by the day. Seraphina tells me of her travels. She has seen more than I can imagine and promises to show it to me. Did you know that she can ride a horse astride rather than side saddle? Could I have an allowance to purchase equestrian clothes so that I might do the same when I arrive in the swamplands? Thank you for orchestrating this, Bugs. The next time I see you, it shall be on the way to my wedding. Afriel. P.S. I have many questions about what happens on the wedding night. Seraphina nor Mama would answer them. I will need to ask you, or you must direct me to someone who can answer them. The mother of your child, perhaps? P.P.S. I have attached copies of my letter correspondence with Seraphina in case you wish to verify what information we've exchanged. Perhaps you being the man of the house now, you can use this to come up with a fitting punishment for my behavior. Ha! I laugh at the thought. And you see that she's attached, like, many letters of her and Seraphina, going back and forth. I don't know if he reads all of them now. They're mostly just getting to know each other, but the first one that Afriel sent, like, unprompted, she started the conversation, says, Dear Lady Marias, I hope you do not mind being the recipient of casual correspondence, but I thought what better way for us to get to know each other before our union? I am Afriel Tashad, your future bride. I must admit my apprehension, Lady Marias. I wonder what my new life will look like. I find myself wondering if you are kind or cruel, simple or well-read, rudimentary or witty, romantic or withdrawn. Do you hope for children? Do you leave the palace much? What will my life look like as a princess consort? Can I still see my brother or mother on occasion? What sort of things fill your time? I know you're a paladin, but not for the Empyrean. What is that like? Do you ride? Fence? Read? What will happen on our wedding night? Need I be prepared? Will I become with child immediately? I hope to hear from you soon, Seraphina. Miss Afriel Tashad. And you see that, like, the first response from Seraphina is, Miss Afriel, what a wonderful gift to see my name written in your hand. You come with many questions, and although it is untraditional to speak to your betrothed before the wedding, I'm not a fan of tradition. I will do my best to answer them. I believe myself to be kind and well-read. I'm well-versed in a variety of subjects. As for my wit, I certainly make myself laugh, but I'm unsure if my staff always agree. I admit I'm not well-versed in romance, but I'm certainly not withdrawn. I do hope for children. I leave the palace often. I map the swamplands and travel to other nations several times a year. Your life shall look like whatever you'd like it to. If you wish to travel, we shall do so. If you want something beyond motherhood, it is yours. Your duties will include the family, directing the castle's staff, and eventually hosting social events. You can see your family and friends as often as you please. For your wedding night questions, you need not worry or prepare anything. It is best kept a surprise. I'm a paladin of the ancient Kraken. Yes, I know paladins have a different connotation in your land, but I assure you it is not the same for the swamplands. I know you are a cleric of the Empyrean. I'm excited to see how our deities come together upon our union. I do ride and read, although I have never fenced. If you have never ridden astride, I will take you when you arrive here. There are so many beautiful things in the swamplands to show you. If you have any more questions, do not hesitate to ask them. In anticipation, Seraphina. And it goes on from there. It's just back and forth of them getting to know each other. Probably like 6 or 8 letters back and forth. How does he feel reading this letter from his sister?
I think he reads he reads the first 2, cackles at the wedding night question, but he doesn't read the rest because he wants his sister to have something private for once in her life, and he decides that this is the thing that she's going to have private. So he neatly puts them back in their envelopes, and prays to God that he can go find a beer right now.
He just got so much information. That was all the letters Maverick got. Cyrus, you've received several letters as well. You get many that have the same kind of vibe, in that you have many that are some variation of Executioner. My ex-wife Ruth keeps my kids away from me. Can you make her go away? Executioner. The leader of this gang keeps blackmailing me. Can you help? Several, like 5 or 6 different job offers here. Mostly from people in Imperia. Maybe like 1 from the capital, but mostly in the greater nation of Imperia. You also see you got a letter from Troy, your crime contact and friend back in Varanth, who said, Executioner, I got picked up. The boss had me arrested for peddling drugs on the wrong corner. Can't post bail from out of the country, but next time you're in the area, can you bail me out? Are you
Okay. I was like just processing. I was like, Troy, no.
Yes, seems like, and boss, you would know that's not the guy that you killed Maverick Jr. for. This is a crime boss in Varanth that you also know kind of goes by this general alias of like the boss. Yeah, and then you get several job offers that you're unable to respond to at the moment. You also get a letter from Joel giving you a very basic textbook apology. Cyrus, I write to apologize sincerely. The night of the ball, I was overcome, as were you, and I let silly personal feelings get in your way. That should have been for Maverick, not for you. You're a fine woman, and I hope that you and Maverick are happy. That is all I want for my best friend. Let me know if there's anything else that I can do for you, Joel. How is Cyrus feeling after both the Joel letters and these kind of crime-related letters?
Baller. Oop. So she probably will scan through the job offers because she hasn't had one in, I would assume, a few weeks. She's only taken one since on the envoy, so she's gonna look through those.
Killed anybody in a couple weeks.
Yeah. And then sees one from Troy. Yeah, she's definitely worried because she doesn't know how long it's gonna take for her to get back to Varanth. She knows that they're still stuck in Imperia for the time being, and she can't just leave. So, she's probably gonna ask some questions, being like, "So how much longer do you think we're gonna be here and stuff?" So, I don't know if she'll say a reason why she's in a rush to be out of the country, but she'll try and find out.
Gotcha. Really. Next up, Bart. You have a few letters here as well. 2 to be exact. You have one from your dad's, which is pretty much like getting 7 different letters because there's 7 of them. So it's, it kind of works out. Hey kid, sorry for not answering yet. Things have been super crazy here. Clarity isn't doing great, but it's nothing life-threatening. He's just not been his normal jubilant self. He's not feeling good enough to write. We think it's some kind of flu that's been going around. What is this we hear about a guardsman cornering you at a library? I really hope you're not doing anything you're not supposed to, kiddo. You're better than that. Loving the new songs that have been coming out, kid, but aren't they a little tabloidy? I mean, I don't dislike it, but you haven't really written much like that before. Is everything okay? Who is Whispers in the Garden about? I saw you went to the Tashad ball, with the senator's prodigy, Theo, right? Are you making a lot of song-worthy friends? Either way, keep it up. As for your archery, are you having to use it much? Scares me to think about that you're having to fight things. I'm sure your team understands that you were born to perform, not fight, right? After all, you were kind of meant to follow behind the envoy and write about it, right? I mean, I'm not really meant to help fight. Anyways, if you want to get better at archery, maybe ask some of your friends in the envoy. If they can't help you, maybe they know someone who can. Be good. Miss you. When are you coming back? This envoy seems to be lasting a while. And he said it's signed from Welch. How does Bart feel about this letter from Dad?
He said that Clarity's still sick. Reading about they're for writing songs and not for fighting, like, it helps him, it reminds him that that is his true purpose, so he just shouldn't stress too much about his performance and that stuff. So, I don't know, just mixed feelings, but just happy to hear from them.
Yeah. The only other letter that Bart gets is a little slip of paper that you almost miss. But in large, all capital, shaky handwriting, it just says Gongo.
Roll for panic attack.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. He just
table.
No, he's just scared. Oh god. He's real. He's not a he's not an hallucination, he's real. I gotta tell everybody after this to watch out for a little mushroom man with a shrill voice.
Christ! It's like nobody wants to work a day in their life! Yeah. So you guys see Bart hyperventilating in the corner, clutching this slip of paper, like...
Bart, you okay?
I'll turn the paper around to show Cyrus. Gongo. Gongo's real. Gongo.
Oh,
Gongo.
okay.
He knows where I am. Gongo.
He's not real. I promise, Bart. It's
And what
fine.
is this? What is this?
I think he's
Don't
pretty
worry
real.
about that.
Gongo.
Shut up.
I've told no one else
You
but
should
you
know that I'm
guys.
listening. I got you.
Next
Release it soon. It's fine.
Next up
Am I
is-
missing something? Who's Gongo?
Shh.
You're
He's
not
a little-
here about the
he's a
campfire?
Oh, that Gong. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Next up is Loric. I asked Brooks if he wanted me to send him Loric's letters, and he said no. I'll find out when I watch the video. So, Megan will do us the honor of having Loric reactions. The first letter is stamped from the Empyrean Orphanage for Disadvantaged Children. And it says, Mr. Loric, thank you so much for your donation of these beautiful paintings to our orphanage. We've hung them in the common area, and the children have really enjoyed looking at them and trying to copy them during their art times. The joy this art has brought to them is unmatched. From the Empyrean Orphanage for Disadvantaged Children. And you see it comes with like a bunch of like handmade child thank you cards.
Oh my god. I think that Loric's untouchable now, guys. That's like 30 small friends that he just made through a letter. I can't. Oh, it's too good. And that's so. I mean, guys, I think he looks up from his letter and he's like, art? It rhymes with heart? Because that's where it comes from. And that's where Loric is.
Wow.
Right there. So I think that his. Loric's gonna live forever now because he had these letters.
We're gonna live forever. I love
That's
that.
so perfect.
It really is. Wow. Just wow. Give me 1 second for this one. This is also for Loric. This is headed from the desk of Governor Garrick Arcanum. Hello, Loric. This is a notice of a restraining order against you by Governor Garrick Arcanum. The parameters of this agreement are special, given your business relationship via the envoy. You must not contact or approach Governor Arcanum for any personal matters not relating to the envoy. Governor Garrick is upset by your insistence of biological relation to him so soon after the death of his son. He is willing to complete a paternity test via Paternity Divinity Wizard Co. if this will help put the issue to rest. Violation of this restraining order could result in fines or jail time. For further queries, contact Gnome and Gnome Law Firm via Pigeon.
The bummer. That one is.
Oh, bummer.
It's tragic. It is a bummer. You know, you win some, you lose some. My dad's out there somewhere. Gotta find another Minotaur man. Shame though. Gotta lose a friend. My best friend. He's my only Minotaur friend. Man, guys, that's rough.
You guys see Loric?
But hey, 30 children love me. Yeah, he does go a little bit, like, he's a little bit shaken. But then he remembers that 30 children love him.
Yeah.
And there's nothing can't take him down.
Absolutely. I love that. Let's see here. Next up is Kiana. Yippee! Kiana, you get 2 letters. One is from Daddy.
Naturally.
And the only person you write letters to. Yes.
Right.
And it says, Kiana. Yes, I saw that and thought it must be a mistake. Just leave it be. I will start to spread the word that you misunderstood and did not mean to announce yourself for marriage. Besides, dear, you know very well that you will never be available to marry. Your situation prevents you from being eligible for a husband or wife. Make sure that both Kiana and Necklace are aware of this. I love you, darling. I know many things with the Holy War are going on, and I hope you're doing your best to help. Abysalia should be sending reinforcements to help with the Paladin issue that Loric sent me a letter about. Let me know how that works out. Be a good girl, and the Grunt colony will be proud of you regardless. At least I will be. Daddy. How does she feel about that letter?
Really focusing on the comment about you will never be in a position to wed and things like that. As she reads that, she kind of like gently touches Necklace and like rubs the thumb like that, almost like in a calming way, like as if they're trying to be there for Necklace and be there for themselves, essentially trying to calm themselves down.
And right after an argument. The second letter that you get is from Sir Tober.
Jeez.
And it says, Princess Kiana, I beg you to reconsider. Please. Sir Tober.
Bart, it didn't work.
Ugh. I'm so sorry.
Maybe we
Uh,
have to be mean this time.
yeah. Next time when we're able to, we'll just tell him to go fuck himself, because this is absurd.
Maybe we can get Maverick to help. He can be mean.
That's true. He has like political cutting words that they seem
Yeah.
nice, but they hurt.
Yeah, I've been hurt a few times by his words. Yes.
Yeah. We'll ask for his help next time.
She kind of like holds that the pocket of the robe.
And finally is Theo. Abby has been sent her letters, and she's asked if I could read them out loud so that you guys can obviously react to them before she responds to them in the next session. So these are the letters that Theo gets. The first one is from Emig, Theo's mother. Theo, I sent this with an abjuration on it so it shouldn't be intercepted. I wasn't able to find a lot on Rendoshi or a one true monk or a monk god. I found some names of past ones though, and a few stuck out to me as ones I've heard in the newspapers or from the town criers. Corvin Bloodreaver, Aurelia Skywarden, weren't both of those recently in the news? I'm so sorry about your mother, sweetheart. I have no idea what's gotten into her. I've known her for 1,000 years, but the moment she spoke to you like that, I didn't recognize her at all. Don't let anything you're hearing from Fletcher Rory scare you. We're getting it figured out, but she is moving out and into another house with Fletch. I asked her to when she told the town crier that you built a labyrinth underneath the library. I think she's desperate to keep you out of harm's way and thought that a crazy rumor would bring you home. It isn't fair or right. I'm so sorry, baby. You being on this envoy scares me, but you are brave and strong in so many ways that I don't understand, but I want to. You teach me every day how set in my ways I am and how I really should try to be more like you. Remain brave, my Theodora. Your people need you. I love you, Emig. Theo's first letter, to which her immediate response via text message was, I love you, mommy. And then the second letter is from Rory, Theo's sister. Hi, Theo. Mom moved out and I'm really scared. It sucks pretty much. But I saw you on my friend's holocube at the ball. You look so gorgeous and you even got to do flips while wearing the dress. One day I want to dress like that. Maybe Senator Maverick could get me into a ball and you could do my hair. Also, why would I be mad about Bart? He's so cute, and I can tell all my friends that my big sister went to the ball with him. Does he have a younger brother? Then we could be sisters and sister-in-laws. I also saw Fletch at the ball. He was so angry over it that he accidentally teleported over the mouth of the volcano, and he had to cast fly quickly. Ha ha ha. I miss you. When will you be home, and can you bring Bart? Rory. And Theo Abby said something to the effect of wow, I can see divorce is here on priority list, and Bart coming back to our house is here. Amazing.
That's fair.
All of you do, however, get a letter from the governor. First, it goes in order from Maverick, then the princess, then Bart and Theo and Cyrus, and Loric last, dated wise, where essentially states sent at different intervals. It's him essentially saying, hey, where are you guys? I've had someone keeping track of how quickly you've been going through these libraries, and someone has told me that you've disappeared into the Enchanted Forest, haha, making sure you're okay. Is the envoy still okay? And sent first to the politicians when you guys didn't answer, sent it to our Cyrus and the two kids, then sent it to Loric last because he's I know he'll answer. I don't really want to message him again, but I know he'll answer. So you guys all get that, but you are unfortunately unable to answer. We're going to enter into a period of downtime now, which means in this final, you guys woke up this morning, got mail, and I guess that's all we've done today so far. You guys have woken up, read through your mail, kind of maybe thought about how you're going to respond. You guys have essentially the rest of this evening, like this late afternoon and evening, to do whatever role play you might want to do the night before a huge battle. I know there was some talk about maybe trying to commune with somebody using the magic of the enchanted forest to your advantage. There was some conversations that I know some of you maybe wanted to have with each other. But this is turned over to you now. What would you like to do during this period of downtime? And we have plenty of time, so do not hold back either.
Okay, I guess I'll start. What do I want to do?
I thought you already had something.
Look,
Like,
no one was talking, so I might as well say I'll start and then figure out what I want to say. I guess I'll go find Cyrus. I haven't talked to Cyrus in a bit.
Okay.
Where
would Bart find Cyrus?
I don't know. Where would I find Cyrus? Where's Cyrus at?
Probably sitting over by herself, let's just say near the campfire. She's probably sharpening some daggers or something.
Sick. I'll go up to Cyrus there. Hi, Cyrus. How are you?
I'm fine. Are you over the creepy note thing now?
No, I probably won't be ever, but I'm just gonna try not to think about it.
Yeah, we're not going to be here forever, so it's not like you have to see this. I'm not going to say the name. That was very triggering for you, apparently.
It was. Thank you for keeping that in mind. Actually, it was very sweet of you. How's your leg doing?
It's fine. They fixed me up a bit. Better be good by tomorrow. Don't need to be hobbling around on a broken ankle.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
fell in it whole. That was great.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was great. How was your whole magical circle thing or whatever you guys were doing?
It was an experience. Loric murdered a dog. That was really sad.
Seems very against Loric. Why did he murder a dog?
I don't think he meant to. I did yell at him right before he did it. Hey, like, the dog was like kind of feral, you know? But like I don't think it was the dog's fault. I don't really know. But it was about to attack somebody. And so Loric was like trying to like hold it in place so it wouldn't hurt anybody. And I remember yelling at him before he got to it, "Hey, make sure you don't kill the dog." And
Killed it.
and then he killed the dog by accident. And that was sad.
You
Yeah.
got any like plans for tomorrow? Any preparations? Like I was thinking about running you through some training with your bow.
Yeah. I was just about to like ask you about some tips and stuff. Like I'm a little rusty on the bow, I guess, because like I haven't used it as much like in a bit. More focused on the song part. And I want to make sure that like I'm helping you guys. So I was wondering if maybe you could help me get my
Yeah, I
mojo
don't
back.
want to get an arrow in my back, so let's
Well,
run
I
some
would never do
exercises.
that. Yeah, let's do that. Thank you.
So they she probably gets herself up, like probably hobbles over to like a little clearing and starts, having him hold the bow and like slapping his arm whenever he has it in the wrong way, and he's like, no, you need to go like this, stretch out your arm. The follow through is very important. Follow through. and just helping him on his stance.
Bart, give me a performance check.
Ooh. 22.
Wow. Bart, with the help of Cyrus here, does really good. And I think it's because Bart, you start to think about using the bow as a performance, rather than as like an athletic kind of thing. So you're able to, when thinking about it like that, when you're like, I'm playing an archer right now, I am pretending to be an archer, you do a lot better. And you're hitting the target a lot more often than not. Mechanically, you can write this down on your sheet for whenever we do the paladin fight. The first 2 attacks that you make in game with your bow will be with advantage because of Cyrus's help. The first 2 bow attacks that you make will be with advantage. Awesome. And is that where this scene kind of concludes, with you guys finishing that out, or?
Yeah, probably just running him through a few exercises.
Yeah.
Or anything else for downtime?
I think I'll chill for now. I don't really have anything else. Bart's not really planning on anything else
Not
at the
with
moment.
Awesome. Who is next? Who else has something they'd like to do?
I think Kiana walks up to Maverick and, has equips the war hammer, whatever we have. I think it's a war hammer. And just kind of holds it and approaches Maverick and says, "Well, I think we've wasted enough time. Shall we meet up with Thalia and plan for tomorrow?"
I mean, yeah, I agree.
I didn't want to rally up the others. I figured that, us being very versed in court, would have a better chance of talking it over with Thalia and whatnot.
Yeah, I think we can get that done. Why did you unsheath your weapon?
I just thought it would look cool. Did it
It
look
does.
cool?
It does look cool. It did. It did look cool.
That's what I wanted. Yeah, I wasn't trying to be
Awesome.
intimidating or anything. I just thought it would,
I mean,
I really mean business with this war.
Kiana, you are intimidating. I mean, sword. When you use your tongue, that's scary. Your spells.
Used tongue battle. Got it. Thank you, Maverick.
Let's go. Let's go talk to Thalia.
So I will actually say I have a time set aside for you guys to get all this planning done and talk with Thalia. So I will push off business for a little bit, giving you guys a little bit more time to party before we get down to business, so to speak. So I have a set aside time for you guys to have that conversation with Thalia.
Before we do that, Maverick, can you get notions to whisper? I would like to maybe try some gnome ass. Do you?
So, Kiana.
Yeah.
Kiana, I cannot give you any gnome ass.
Is it because I'm 2?
Yes, it is. When you reach the age of... Damn, I'm doing math in my head I can't do.
Technically, I am fully grown.
You are fully grown. It's just that for my race, 21 is the age in which we are allowed to do those things.
I will be dead by then. Probably. Kraken's blessing, maybe not.
Kiana, and I mean, you won't be because you're 2, but technically you're mature age, so you're 18. So I think in like mathematically speaking, like 2 months, I can give you some no mass.
Okay, I'll hold you to it.
Hold me to it. I will be your your partner in this adventure. Your
I
father will kill
From
me
now?
if he finds out.
I'll see that Daddy will do no harm. He doesn't have to know.
Writes down gnome ass Maverick.
No mass
In
date in 2 months.
you have Frostbloom, the 20th day of Frostbloom. You have it circled and have no mass written over it. Write that down, Kiana. 20th day
Write
of
that
Frost.
down. It's the gnome ass date.
Thank you.
I think Maverick spends a few extra moments explaining to Kiana why, like telling her what it does and stuff. And then also explaining a really stupid story of him getting really high off of no mass. And when he was in high school and having to sneak out of a teacher's lounge that he found himself inside of because he ate all of the refrigerator snacks.
Refrigerator? Hey.
Fuck, dude. We can't have a
Refrigerator?
Kindle. We can't have a goddamn refrigerator. A
Icebox?
magical box that holds
Ice.
supplements. Holds the
Thank you.
ice box. He ate it
Thank
out of the ice
Icebox
box.
snacks.
Don't ruin my immersion.
You know what? I can't take this.
Perhaps I'll have some fun stories after I have gnome. Is it actually made of gnome's ass? Or
No,
oh.
no. That's the street name for it. It's a plant.
Oh, well, that makes me feel better. I didn't want to harm any gnomes or anything like that.
You asked me prior to the knowledge that it was not a gnome.
Yes, but it seems to pique your interest, and I thought it'd be fun to maybe have a bonding experience with you a little bit.
You know what? I agree. In 2 months, we will have that bonding experience. Also, by the way, Megan, Maverick has never smoked no mass in front of anyone here. It just keeps getting brought up.
That just keeps happening and being brought up. Yes.
Yep.
Awesome. Kiana, anything else?
Yeah. So Kiana will walk up to Bilbert and
You know I can't play Bilbert.
that's precisely why I'm doing it.
So, you said that you were traveling quite some time through the forest to get us these letters. Did you experience anything crazy?
Oh yeah. I I had the worst hallucination of any of you. Oh, do you want to know what it is?
I very much do, yes.
Well,
If
this
you don't mind sharing.
hallucination, me and my horse here were walking through the enchanted forest, and it was just me watching my real life again. Hell! It was the worst. I hate my life.
You were watching you riding a horse? That is your real life, no? Like this is your real life?
Exactly.
Oh. Sorry to hear that you hate doing this so much.
It's a paycheck.
Anything else we can do to make it better for you? I mean,
Shoot me in the head. I mean, well, no, arrows exist. We're good.
I probably won't do that. But
And then he just feels very uncomfortable.
well, this was a nice chat. I'm going to go and do frog things.
already petting his horse again. How dare you make me do the one voice in our NPC cartel that I can't do?
How drunk was he?
He sounded
So-
very drunk.
He
So much.
sounded wasted.
So drunk. Amazing. Anything else, Kiana?
Yep, I got what I needed.
Kiana asked for gnome ass and tortured the DM.
Hell. Okay, great. Loric?
Loric was probably gonna go Yana, make sure she's ready for tomorrow, as it is his job to make sure she's cool and protected. We're going to a very scary place. But I think he like walked outside to go find her as she was unsheathing a giant battle axe. He went, "Oh, she's probably fine." And then he walked back to wherever he's sleeping and he started writing out a list because Loric, there's a lot going on. He's got these great friends, but he's thinking about who he is and you know, where he might have come from. But he realizes that with these washing up on beaches and swimming in whales and things, and what he knows is smaller than what he doesn't know. And the things he's right about are so minuscule in comparison to what he's wrong about. So he started writing a list saying people who aren't my dad. And it just says that pirate guy, because he forgot his name when he woke up. And now he's adding Governor, I forgot his name,
Garrick.
but that's not my dad either.
Yeah, Governor
Garrick, right, Governor Garrick. He's sort of, and he's writing, it's still quite big, so he doesn't have much room on this sheet of paper for more people who aren't his dad. So if he could hurry up and find his real dad, that would make this a lot easier.
It really.
And I don't know anything else that Loric would do. He ate another s'more and he went to bed.
Incredible. Well, if anyone needs to find Loric, he's in his tent. And you guys can certainly find him if you want to allow Megan the privilege of role playing some more before we plan the battle. Amazing. Cyrus or Maverick? Whoever wants to go first.
I think Maverick is gonna go find his two people he wants to talk to. First person, Cyrus.
Always.
Because he did a lot of thinking when he got those letters. So he goes to go get Cyrus wherever she's at. He wants to pull her aside to a quieter area of the encampment, also where no one can see them, preferably. Okay. Yeah, that's what he's doing as he does it.
Joe, stop. I'm trying to concentrate.
There we go.
So you wanted to talk?
Well, we didn't get to finish our conversation from earlier, so.
Yeah. I'm didn't really mean all those things I said to you. I mean, I was mad about it, but I wasn't really mad about you. I was mad about something else.
I only meant to try and show my concern in that moment. I wasn't trying to gang up on you and yell at you or get the situation to turn into that. I just wanted. I was a little frustrated, Cyrus, because I was scared. I mean, you didn't take the full healing, and we have a battle tomorrow. And I know you're Cyrus the Executioner, and you are absolutely untouchable, but I never know. I thought a lot of people in my life were untouchable, and now they're 6 feet under, so I don't really... I don't know how to execute those emotions in a healthy way, and it's taken me a minute to figure that out. So I'm sorry.
No, as much as I don't like being here with everyone asking me all these stupid questions, I mean, I guess they have a point. I mean, as far as the healing, I really am fine. I'm just tired. I mean, hopefully we'll be able to sleep fine tonight and battle tomorrow. Nothing happens, but I know that this is so stupid. I know me keeping secrets bothers you, but I don't really have the privilege to share and tell. So that's one of the big differences between you and me is that you have people. I could end up dead in a ditch somewhere and no one would come looking for me. So
Well, I think
I don't know. I'm just used to keeping secrets. It's what keeps me alive, I guess.
the difference now is that you do have people that will come find you in the ditch. You got Bart, you got Theo, you got Kiana, you got Laura, got me. I'll be the first one down there fucking looking for you, wondering if you beat someone's ass in a bar and ended up here with them dead and you, I don't know, sitting there, chilling. I mean, I'm gonna be the first one to look for you. And I think part of that, and understand for you, it's difficult because you've kept secrets all your life and now you have people around you that care about you. They're gonna want to know those secrets. At some point, you don't have to tell all of them. Mine just came out faster than I wanted them to, or ever, really. I could have gone my whole life without any of y'all knowing what I did to my brother, and the son thing, that was gonna come out eventually, but I just feel like you know more about me than I do about you, and the politician Maverick was frustrated by that, because in politics, no one knows jack shit about me. They just know I'm a pretty face and I sit up there and I talk real loud and that's really it. But you know everything. And so I think from that point of view, I was at a disadvantage. I didn't like being at a disadvantage. But I don't want to force you to tell me things.
Well, I don't want to admit it, but you do have a point. So, how about we go get some drinks sometime tonight? I mean, hey, we're gonna have a big battle. I die tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, just you and me, or are we taking the children to go get drinks?
Oh, no, they're fine. They'll probably have a sleepover or whatever they want to call it.
So, are you calling this... Are you asking me out, or is this a date? Like, what are we doing? He's like, joking.
You know what? How about I see you there? I I will let you ask me one question. Okay, I'm gonna go. I think they need me back in the infirmary, actually. Ooh, my foot's bothering me. Okay, see you later.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. All right.
I will let you ask me one question on our entire night together. It's so perfect. Cyrus, do you go to the infirmary? Are you...
She's gotta keep up the lie.
Are you
She's so slick.
going to talk to somebody in particular? Are you going to go in there and dry heave for a minute, then walk back out? Like, what's your plan?
She's gonna hobble in there. Her foot's probably bothering her still, and just sit down and just be like, "It's fine. It's fine."
As you walk in there, and you sit down and start talking to yourself, you see Taryn turns around from where she was. Taryn, the girl you met at the fire and in the infirmary earlier, is like stocking up, different medicines and gauze and everything for the battle tomorrow. What did you just say?
Oh, nothing. I was just talking myself. Foot's kind of bothering me still, so I just was gonna sit in here for a bit where no one's gonna bother me.
Okay, yeah. Do you want me to like look at it?
Oh, no, it's probably fine. I'm just gonna sit here. So, did you really think that? Do you really think that Everett guy likes me, or were you just saying that like?
Oh my god, tell me everything.
Nothing. It's not.
You're blushing. You're literally blushing right now. Oh
I'm
my
not. It is
God,
freezing
Marianne.
cold out there. I had to come in here to warm up. It's awful out there.
Well, maybe you could ask him if you could use his coat.
No, I'm not. Why would I ask? I have a. I'm wearing a cloak.
Cyrus, you do not have a coat.
Who am I talking to right now? I might have asked him to go get drinks later.
You slut. Oh my. Red dragon below. Look at you. You're a fast learner.
This is so stupid.
It's not. This is. Are you kidding? You're going for drinks in the Enchanted Forest? Where are you going to get alcohol from?
I have some. It's fine. I don't know what's around here.
What's over? Trees, baby. Trees, trees, trees for miles. What, you're going to go out and sit on a log and share a flask like you're in high school?
I regret everything. I should have just gone to bed. Why didn't I just go to bed?
I mean, unless you're going to bed, you know. This is amazing. I can't believe I'm going back to Varan's after the battle tomorrow. Here, you're gonna have to. And she like takes parchment and writes down her address where you can send her letters or anything like that. And slips it to you, and she's like, if anything else happens after I leave for Varan, I need every detail. I think we're best friends now.
I kind of like your attitude, gotta say.
I'm a stone cold bitch, and you're a stone cold bitch. We need each other.
We just get each other.
We just kidding. You know what? Okay. If you need like a wing woman, I will agree to go on a date with the Fenrir if you need the backup. But if you've got it, then like I'm gonna leave you to it.
No, that would make it so much worse.
It really would. Fenrir sucks.
Yeah, he didn't seem like your type at all.
Pushover.
I'm gonna go and rest in our room for a bit, I think.
Our room?
I meant, what did I say? Where are we?
You said our
Where are we
room.
staying? I didn't mean to say that. Okay. Josie didn't mean to say that. Where are we? Our quarters, like wherever we are.
Yeah, you each have a tent that you've been given. Yeah. Okay, so Cyrus finishes up that. Maybe does get her foot looked at a little bit more so that it heals by morning, and then heads off. Maverick, you had a second person you wanted to talk to.
I want to. I think this would be so funny. I want to get Loric and Bart together. And this might ruin all his chances with Cyrus, but this is gonna be really funny. He grabs Loric and Bart. He's like, all right, you two. Listen, I am not a painter, and I'm not a songwriter. However, I'm a man who likes a woman, and I'm struggling right now. So, Bart, don't look at me like that.
I'm
Bart, how was that
so
one
glad
song?
you came to me.
Oh God.
What was that?
What? I'm sorry. What woman do you like?
Not important.
Mhm.
Not important at all. So
I don't understand. I don't understand my task.
hold on. Just hold on.
I need you to do my task.
So, okay, Lord, if you
Hmm.
could possibly paint that moment with Cyrus and I with the barrel when I broke it like a dumbass, and she had to pick up the slack because I think she would enjoy that painting more of me failing at something.
Well, Maverick, I more do landscapes these days, but okay, I'll see what I have.
If you can do it, I will buy you a brand new paint set.
Really? Can you do that before I do it? Then I could
I
use
can. I
new
can.
paints.
I can do that.
If you go get me new paints, I don't know where you're gonna get them.
Can Maverick make a perception check to see if anyone around here is painting with something nice?
Yeah, go for it. I was also gonna ask, where are you having this conversation?
Huh?
Where are you having this conversation?
Away from the infirmary, because he knows she went in there to get her foot checked out.
Somewhere
Whatever.
still in the like where there's
We're
druid
still
milling
in the
out.
Yeah, we're still in the area where we can see people. A perception check. Where are you?
Where are you?
Amazing. Where are you? 14.
I don't know if you see anyone actively painting, but you do see, you hear like a, God, these things are heavy. And you look over and you see Magnus is helping another druid guy carry like a big easel and a big box of stuff out of one tent, like seemingly probably to move it somewhere where it probably won't get damaged. Moving it out of a certain tent and over somewhere else, kind of in preparation.
Is this morally right? Maverick, walks by Magnus. Goes, "What's up, bud?" After he sets it down, is like walking back. He's like, "What's up, bud?" Waits until Magnus is looking away and takes not the whole thing, but pieces of the art set from where he set it down.
Give me a sleight of hand versus Magnus's perception.
Politicians really are felons, Jesus.
I rolled a 16.
You just are we watching him do this?
I
Like
guess
he's like, yeah, I'll
so.
get you new paint. We
Yeah.
watch him steal it.
Okay. What was the DC?
I rolled a 16 on perception.
Someone, please, for the love of God, help me.
No!
I
know.
Can I provide?
Hold on. I got a really bad roll, but I have a stupid idea. And I'm going to use one of my cool things. So I got a 6. So I'm going to assume I did something stupid like fell trying to do this.
No, you very obviously tried to grab the paint and Magnus sees you. What what do you mean?
Oh, cool. I don't care if Magnus sees me. What is he going to do? Snitch on me? We're best buddies.
He looks at you. That's who you were trying to hide from.
I know.
He goes, dude, I'm trying to carry these.
I know, I'm helping.
Alright. Whatever. I don't care. I just realized I don't care, actually. He like finishes carrying it and he comes over and says, "Can I know why you're stealing paint from druids? Probably shitty paint. Made like berries and junk."
Well, that's pretty good paint, really. Better than what... Well, actually, I don't really know. I need better paintbrushes and little easel stuff. I'm stealing it because I'm a level with you. I'm trying to get a girl to like me, and one of my friends is real good at art, and so I'm trying to...
My brother.
Does Loric see this happening? And am I next to...
Yes, you're
Art?
Bart and Loric are both here.
Why are they... They've met before. Why are they shaking hands?
I think
Because I just found out that we're both men who steal for our women. Y'all forgot how I got my felony.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Maverick thanks Magnus and, does the bro like, all right, I'll see you later shit. And then he walks back to Bart and Loric and he looks at Bart and goes, hey, don't steal. Loric, don't steal either. That was bad. Don't do that. Anyways, Loric,
Maverick, you really are stupid when you're in love. Jesus Christ.
that's not that stupid. What are they gonna do? Get mad at me?
you
Yes.
Oh, I'll figure it out later.
Whatever.
He hands Loric the art set and he's like, if you could just try your best. I mean, anything you paint, I love, so I'm sure she'll love it too.
Because I paint from the heart. And Maverick, may I give you some advice?
Yeah.
I know I'm the equivalent of months old, maybe. I might be older, who knows. But just how I put these colors and these shapes, these lines on this canvas, I do it with my heart. But no picture you mission from me or your woman love is better than words from your heart. And I touch his chest where his heart is. I touch down because he's shorter than me. And I say, from your heart,
So true, brother.
right there.
You know what,
So
Loric?
true.
That was beautiful.
I will paint you this beautiful painting with my heart so that you can use your heart for love.
That's
Loric,
beautiful.
that's amazing,
Thank
man.
you.
And he does the same thing he does with Magnus, but he has to show Loric how to do it.
Yeah, I've only learned one handshake. How do you do
So-
this?
So it's like you
We've
dab.
already met, and I am not
It's
a
not-
felon.
So
Why are we
I mean,
shaking hands?
so we do it when we're greeting each other, but also as like a friendly thing.
Oh, because we're friends. How? What else can I do? Show me again. I want to do this with my friends.
So you hold your hand up, and then we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
connect.
Wait, which
them.
one? This one?
The opposite one I
This one.
have. Yep, that one.
Okay.
And then
Mhm.
you're gonna grip.
Wait.
Don't do that.
Okay, yeah,
That
this
doesn't
one?
help. Okay,
Okay.
there you go. Then you're gonna do this, and you're gonna hold them together, and then
Mhm.
you bring it close to the chest, pat on the back, and then you lean back, and you did it.
Wow. Thank you.
And you did it.
I will go paint your picture now, and I leave. I leave to go paint his picture.
Loric, I'm going to ask you for your very first roll.
Yay!
You're going
No!
to roll me a performance check, which will be the D20,
Okay.
and you will add the performance
Okay.
skill to it.
Okay, then I got an 18.
Oh. Tell me what Loric's painting looks like as his attempt to help Maverick speak from his heart.
Well, Maverick detailed the scene, of course. Again, hasn't had a lot of practice with realism when it comes to humanoid figures. He's very good at like trees. He's sort of a Bob Ross style to things. But he did his best for these figurines of humanoid shapes. They're a little bit abstract. But the most important part in this sort of painting, the 60-40 rules and the where your eyes go. Maverick, sort of in the lower position. He's with Cyrus, and Cyrus is taking care of business. But though there are other activities in the scene, the two figures look only at each other. And that's beautiful. That's what the heart is about.
Beautiful. And Maverick, were you going to ask Bart for something as well?
Yeah. So
And
Bart.
what does Maverick think of the painting when Loric presents it to you?
Oh, Maverick is fully giving it like the art because his family has a lot of art, so he knows all the art terms.
Please don't touch it. It's still
Oh, he's not
drying.
touching it.
Please
He's not
don't touch
touching it. He's doing like, whoa,
Good.
whoa. This is amazing. Holy shit, this is amazing. Loric, that's awesome. And so he's just like really giddy about it. Not really thinking about the moment and when he's gonna have to think about what he says when he presents it to her. And he's scared about that, but he is happy, very happy with it. Yeah, and he also gives Loric 20 gold pieces for his trouble.
Nice.
That to Brooks right now.
Buy some chicken.
Awesome. And then what do you say to Bart? Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good. Bart, how is that one song going? The one that we talked about, the woman deserving the love or getting the love that she deserves.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, it's going. Here, do you want to look at some of the stuff I got?
Yeah.
Takes out like a little dingy notebook with the lyrics and shows it to you. I don't have any examples right now, but tell me what you think. Tell me if there's something you don't like, something to replace it with. Just let me know.
I mean, I like all this. You're not mentioning her name specifically, right?
I can.
No.
I can rhyme some stuff with Cyrus.
No.
Cyrus. What rhymes with Cyrus?
My Riz.
My Riz. Okay. I like the curve of your gyrus. You know, like on your brain, those little curves on your brain, they're called gyrus. Gyrus, you know, she kind of clever.
She's dumb as a rock.
So
I didn't hear that. I think Cyrus is a genius. This is Bart we're talking about. Cyrus is a genius.
So here's the thing. I think she'll kill me and you at the same time with one blow if she finds out that you put her name in the song. So
Okay. So
keep
don't
it
put Cyrus in it.
keep it Whispers of the Garden vibes.
Okay.
Heavily implied,
Okay.
but not mentioned.
All right, I get what you're putting down. Okay. Okay. Right. Make sure to cross out all the times I put Cyrus and rhymed it with gyrus in the song.
And
All of the times you did?
Cyrus making me spill out lyrics on this papyrus.
Why is he a rapper?
Maverick, he does giggle at all the Cyrus rhyming because he's like, I'm gonna use that later on in an argument. I'm gonna rhyme her name with a bunch of shit. But he reads over and him and Bart like, go back and forth over the lyrics and what to put in. And Maverick's gonna ask Bart, now, before you perform it, could it be possible that I just get the lyrics to give to her? I'm gonna say they're from you. I'm gonna obviously clearly put that, but just before you perform it, can she read the lyrics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, where am I going to perform it? We're in the forest. I mean, it's not like there's a big forest bash musical extravaganza to do it at or anything. So that's good. So yeah.
Yeah.
Here, take a copy. Take a copy.
Okay. And he exchanges a copy with also another 20 gold pieces because he feels bad asking them to do this for him.
Beautiful. Devin, Bart, give me a performance check to see how good these lyrics turn out. This is Devin's top skill. Devin adds like a +8 to performance or something crazy.
Yeah. This is pretty low for me. 18. Pretty low for me.
Not like
Pretty
Oh.
low for not 20.
Well, it would have been better if I kept the Cyrus lines in there, but I had to cross them out, so, you know.
Could've put
It's,
them in.
it's a little bit less than perfect.
it's not your normal quality of work, but it's still Maverick's impressed.
Yeah.
He didn't know what to change, so instead of being written to a woman named Cyrus, it's now written to a woman named Papyrus.
Papyrus.
The whole chorus had her name in it. I didn't know what to do. Yeah.
I workshop real quick. Oh, shit.
Shit.
Yeah. Maverick or Cyrus, anything else? Because I know we talked about something potentially that Maverick wanted to do, but if you don't want to do it anymore, that's fine. And you guys also you've agreed to drink out of a flask like high schoolers in the woods before your big battle.
And that's where he has to give the the gifts he got. He just dropped 40 gold pieces today trying to impress Cyrus.
$400.
No, 40.
I know, but
Oh, that's
in
$400?
real world money, $400.
You
Yeah.
could
Holy
afford it.
fuck.
You're rich.
Yeah, I got that inheritance money, bitch.
Well, before
yeah.
we do that scene, anything else from Bart, Loric, or Kiana?
I think.
I'm good.
Mm-mm. Loric? No? Okay.
Yeah, I think once Maverick gets those beautiful items, he's gonna go find Cyrus again, which maybe she's still in the infirmary?
She's probably sitting outside of like where we're staying, like maybe the tents or the inn or.
He walks over, clearly carrying two things. He's just looks very nervous. He's like, "Hey,
You've got your hands full there.
yeah, well, you got hurt earlier, and we argued earlier. I know we said sorry, and I know we talked about it, but just wanted to get you something." And he hands her the painting and the song lyrics, and he immediately is bright red.
And
Cyrus
so,
is probably
No, you're good. The painting is just a mostly realistic picture of that one funny thing that happened one time. Of when Maverick failed to pick up a barrel. How romantic are these lyrics, Barton? Are they, or are they more just like praising her, or are they explicitly like romantic? Depends on the commissioner, I think. I think Bart would have written whatever you wanted him to. Devin, you're
you
muted.
muted Bart.
It depends on what the commissioner wanted.
I think
The commissioner looked over them.
Maverick's tired of playing games, and he did make them romantic.
Cyrus, you received these gifts.
Okay. Cyrus probably looks at the painting first. I mean, it's much bigger. It's, So she picks up and she looks at it and she's like, "This is when you dropped that barrel?
Yeah.
You completely shattered that thing."
I know.
Is that the one? Oh, that was the one before the weird one that kept filling up that Kiana likes.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Okay. What's this other thing? See? She opens it up. And she starts reading it.
I feel like I'm in high school.
And then she slowly becomes more and more she reads it. And then she if she could be beet red, she would be. She's like, "Oh, so do you want to go have that drink or?"
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, there's nothing around here, so what I've got with me is what we got. But I've got a stash, so we're set.
I trust your judgment on liquor.
And they probably go out somewhere quiet. Maybe like not too far away, because I really don't want them to get lost in the woods again. But probably on the edge of the grove. And they probably like pass the drink back and forth a bit. You know, they're getting all like talking about the forest, whatever. And so she probably gets to the point where she like apologizes again, and then she brings up like why she was upset and said, I know I told you could ask me a question. I kind of didn't let you ask any before. So.
I just get one question.
You can start with one question.
That was the question.
One question to ask Cyrus. Huh. I gotta ask the obvious one, don't I?
It's your question.
Alright. What's this between you and I?
Well, not that I'm against the idea. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but the question I have for you now is why me?
Why not you?
You should.
Cyrus, you're everything that I have been trying to get. You're everything I've been trying to stand for myself, but you do it so effortlessly. And you do it while being downright beautiful, which that's hard to do two things at once. And I really like you. You're strong. You stand up for what you believe in. You're blunt. You're everything that I see in a woman and I find attractive.
But you should. I mean, you're the pretty boy. I mean, you should go and get yourself a princess. I'm just some street rat from Baranth.
Cyrus, I mean, what would I be without my title? I'd be some 35-year-old deadbeat dad who can't get over 2 deaths and is obsessed with his hair to a point that is unhealthy. Frankly, I have too many products, but I'm nothing without my title, but you are something with title and without. I don't need a princess. I don't
Yeah, you
want a
do
princess.
shampoo your hair a lot.
Look at it. I got it.
It is pretty. And she probably reaches out and she like twirls it in her finger.
Joe's gone. Oh my god, I don't know what to do anymore. Oh no.
This
Maverick.
letter. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go.
You. Okay. So who wrote this? I can only assume.
Oh, you know damn well that was not me. I asked Bart for his help, gave him my ideas, and he took them, made them something beautiful. So.
You don't give yourself enough credit. You have a way with words. I mean, what am I saying right now? She takes another swig of her drink. Okay. So, what even is this to us anymore? I mean, we're on this envoy. You're a senator. I'm technically a criminal. aren't you worried about what people will think?
I don't really care anymore. I've spent most of my life caring a lot about what people think, and that's led me to a lot of bad decisions. And I just want to be happy. And I think you'd make me happy.
Well, I guess I'm the opposite. I've spent my whole life basically not caring what people think. But you've kind of made me care again.
Well, cheers to that. Clink their little flask together, because Maverick has his own flask as well. I mean, why not? So does this mean that it's a yes?
Say so, pretty boy. I never did pick out that new name for you. We will have to work on that.
I think we'll figure one out.
And then she just randomly pulls his shirt down again, but this time instead of yelling in his face, she gives him a kiss on the lips.
And obviously, Maverick kisses her back. Finally!
Finally! After 40 hours of in-game play! Yes!
Oh, slow as bird.
No.
That was so hard to do.
I was like so like I don't know what I was doing.
No. Let it simmer. Everyone shut up.
Performance check.
This is 11 sessions in the making.
Performance check.
We'll throw
I
up.
got you.
Yeah. Maverick throw up
Maverick
check.
rose like a 1.
That was a 19.
Ooh!
He's chilling. He doesn't throw up.
Damn!
This is in all
He doesn't puke in
fairness,
her mouth.
this is one thing you're very good at.
Yep.
Charisma relating to women.
And that was a 19 without adding anything.
Damn.
Oh, how beautiful. The next morning, whatever you continue to talk. Whatever.
I don't know. What do we do?
Yeah, what do you do?
Jesse, you raised your hand.
Next morning would be battle.
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure that.
Okay. Well, Maverick knows that they need to not drink the whole time because they can't be hungover for a battle they might die in. So he does escort her to her tent to go to bed.
And where do you go?
Come on, just pour a drink.
Maverick goes to his own tent and also goes to bed.
Good choice. Early the next morning. You are making final preparations for the battle, for where you will all stand. Kiana, you see that Necklace asks you to go one second actually. What do you want to say to Thalia, however you say that name?
Thalia.
I know that you and Maverick wanted to talk to her. It's like when I say early next morning, I mean it's like dawn, like not even dawn yet. It's
Right.
barely not dark outside anymore. You have a bit, you think. What do you want to say to the leader?
I mean, there wasn't anything honestly specific that I was just basically just initiating that planning phase, but
Yeah, okay. So, yes, you see that let's see. Megan, roll a d20 for me and just let me know what number you get. And Jesse, this is where you might want to start writing things down to plan for your next session.
12.
12. You guys are able to set up 12 traps that are equally dispersed around the area around the grove to catch paladins. You guys see that early in this morning, Thalia is kind of placing you guys in particular spots. Those of you who fight better are on kind of an offensive area, just stationed and waiting, essentially. Those of you who are mostly the druids, more concerned about defense, standing around the grove. The infirmary is heavily guarded and staffed with all of the healers needed. Kiana, I would imagine you're put there, but it would be, kind of up to you there. What I was going to say, Kiana, Necklace kind of asks you to go somewhere private. And I think not necessarily as a question, tells you that it's time to switch.
I don't. Why? Why?
Because you haven't prepared any healing spells to heal your envoy.
Have you looked around us? We are surrounded by other healers. We have other healers coming to aid us. I want to pull my own weight.
Kiana, look around you at all of the people holding warhammers and axes and swords who know how to use them.
But they also know how to heal.
Kiana, the issue is that you're better at one, I'm better at the other. And what we need in this battle is healing, not weaponry and hurting people. That's not who Kiana is.
Fine.
Thank you. You don't have to do it yet, but when the time comes, I'm taking control.
Fine.
And you see Quinbert arrives. I wish Theo was here. Quinbert arrives with wizards in tow. A bunch of wizards who know Create Water, who are ready to essentially act as firefighters, fly above and extinguish any fire. Probably at least a dozen wizards, I would say. The clerics have come by. They were camping near you guys last night and have come over to set up kind of an offensive. You guys even see that an Abyssalian, some hippocampi, some Abyssalian horses arrive with probably a couple dozen foot soldiers from Abyssalia who post up near the pond and near the different rivers in the Enchanted Forest, sent by Loric's request to aid on behalf of Abyssalia to help with the Holy War. The druids are set up in a defensive closer to the center. There's a perimeter made up of some of you guys, definitely some of the clerics, some of the more offensive druids. You guys are all gathered before you're sent out to your posts. You are gathered around the Grove Center to talk about a few final things and get everybody set up. You hear very quietly, Kiana, you hear Fairlyn from somewhere nearby, but you can't exactly pin down where she is. You hear her voice say, "Father, bless me in this moment and bear witness to the strength of your creation. For the eternal sun!" She smashes down from a rooftop in a full suit of armor, popping the top off of a Molotov and smashing it to the ground. It catches the grass all around you on fire. "Brethren, Empyrean, come forth and ravage this forest asunder." You hear the beating of war drums. The deep war horn. As Fairlyn says, "From this day forth, ping, 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 ping," as arrows coming from druids, realizing that she's a traitor, ping off of this suit of armor. "Magic shall only come directly from the Empyrean. for the eternal Son, for the Father. You hear war cries nearby, near and far, as torches, Molotovs, and roaring fire begin to appear on the horizon and spread, as paladins begin pouring into the forest from every direction, pouring oil, lighting fires, and setting the forest ablaze. And that's where we'll end our session for today.
Hi. It's happened to so many. You're walking in the forest, in the woods, and suddenly you're struck down by whatever your giants may be, whether it's job interviews, layoffs, tempestuous relationships, or actual literal giants. Something gets you down. And you do what the old man in you wants to do, and you go back to it. You hallucinate for days on end. We've all been there. But this is not the end. Hallucinogenic hug groups are there for you and your fellow hallucinogen addicts. You just need a hug. That is real. What up, all you trespassers, dice heads, and fellow fans out there? We're coming at you from our session 12. I'm your guest star who has never played D&D in her life. I need you to like, subscribe, hit that bell, tell your friends, tell your druid friends, tell your minotaur friends. I don't care if they don't know who their dad is. They know who we are, and they know who you are. See you next time.
Heck yeah.
Liked.